Could you do if you were drowning in debt, both business and personal? What would you do if your electricity and water were cut off in the sweltering heat of summer? What would you do if you had no money left to buy food for the coming days? And what could you do when the very people you thought would stand by you, your so-called friends, even some of your relatives, turned away and treated you like an embarrassment? For many, these are the kinds of nightmares you hope you'll never face. But these weren't just hypothetical questions. This was our reality. And all we carried was the heavy, crushing uncertainty of tomorrow. Even before we lost our home, life had already begun testing us. The ex piled up relentlessly. Every phone call, every overdue notice was a reminder of failure we couldn't escape. Then the lights went out, the water was cut off, and perhaps the hardest moments were staring into an empty fridge, wondering how we would make it to the next meal. And in the midst of all this came the greatest scare of all. Leonie was diagnosed with a rare illness that required a critical surgery on a vein near her brain. It felt like everything was collapsing at once. Our finances, our health, our relationships, our hope. But it was in that season of brokenness that I learned lessons I never would have discovered in comfort or when things were easy. Martin Luther King Jr. once said, and I quote, "The ultimate measure of a man is not where he stands in moments of comfort, but where he stands in times of challenge and controversy." I'm sharing one of the hardest chapters of my life and how I turned my pain into power. I want to share with you the three principles that helped me turn my pain into power, and they might help you too. The first principle is acceptance. For a long time, I fought reality. I kept asking, why me? Why us? But the pain only grew heavier the more I resisted. When I finally accepted where I was, homeless, broke, scared, I found something surprising. Peace. You see, acceptance doesn't mean giving up. It means you stop fighting the fact that life has changed. And once you do that, you will start to see the bigger picture. That every season, even the painful ones, can serve a purpose. Lincoln's story reminds us that no defeat is ever wasted. Every failure you endure, every door that closes, every heartbreak you survive, they are not signs that you're finished, but you are being shaped. The second principle is faith and inner strength. In those storms, I discovered that when everyone else turns their back on you, God never does. God remains. Oh, one verse that carried me was Isaiah 41 verse 10, and I quote, "Fear not, for I am with you. Be not afraid, for I am your God. I will strengthen you. I will help you. I will hold you with my righteous right hand." You see, faith reminded me that even if I had nothing in my pockets, I was not empty. Inside there was still strength. There was still hope. The third principle is action. Pain tempts us to stay down, to give up. But small steps forward can create momentum. Even when we had no house and no money, I started taking one small action each day to rebuild. Small victory reminded me, pain can crush you, or it can fuel you. The choice is yours. So did the problems vanish overnight? Of course not. But little by little, began to shift. Our life began to shift. The only surgery was successful. We began to rebuild our finances, and most importantly, together, we grew stronger inside. I realized that sometimes rock bottom is the solid foundation you need to build a stronger future. Pain did not destroy us. It reshaped us. It gave us a story that today I can share with you. If you're walking through pain right now, I want you to know you are not alone. Your story is still being written, and your struggle today could become the testimony that inspires someone tomorrow.